onto the ball of your feet. Shift your weight slightly backwards, so your toes aren't lifting, but your weight's more on your heels. And then coming to the center. And then shifting forwards to the side, back to other side, keeping your feet firmly on the mat, just drawing kind of circles with your body around your feet. And then changing direction. Arms can be just hanging. And as you come out to the side, feel how the outer edge and inner edge of your feet are gripping the mat. And then coming to a still pose. On your next inhale, start to come up onto tiptoes. Balancing for a moment. Exhale, lower the heels. Inhale, come to tiptoes, lift the arms. Reach the arms up, pull the shoulders down and away from the ears. And keep staying on tiptoes. Bring your arms level in front of you. Spread them wide. Down and release the heels. Again, inhale. Up onto tiptoes. Lift arms up, pull shoulders down. Arms in front of you. Out to the side. Releasing down. Release the heels. Now just turn your feet so you're on the outer edges of your feet. Really lifting up your feet so you're just balancing on the outer edges. Lift the kneecaps, squeeze the fronts of the thighs. And place the feet down. Come onto the inner edges. So you're going to go knock-kneed. Lift the outer edges up. Spread your toes really wide. Be seeing how that feels. And release. One more time. Inhale to toes. Lift the arms up. Lift the arms, pull shoulders down. Arms in front, out to the side. Releasing down to the mat. Give your feet a shake. Give your arms a little bit of a shake. And reset your feet. Hip distance apart. So with the knobbly bits of your hips, a straight line going down, inner edges parallel. On your next inhale, lengthen the body. Feel your spine extending, shoulders coming down. Pull your head up and away from your shoulders. Engage that core. On your next inhale, bring left arm forward, right arm behind you. Hips stay facing forwards. Releasing. Inhale. Right arm forward, left arm behind you. Release. This time bringing the head into it. Turning your head, looking over that shoulder. Exhale, release. Inhale, other side. Hips stay facing forwards. And release. Bringing the arms out, palms facing up. Hands meet overhead. Interlace fingers. Press the palms away from you. Draw belly up and in, soften the knees as you exhale, coming forwards to a fold, chin to chest. Keep pressing the palms away from you. On your next inhale, pressing into the feet, arms coming in front of you, palms facing away, lifting up, release the hands, bringing the hands behind you, interlace fingers, squeeze shoulder blades together as you look up, soften the knees, as you hinge forwards, arms coming up overhead, nose to knee, reaching those arms up and over. Couple of breaths here. Keep working your arms higher. Keep the knees soft, slightly bent. And then engaging your core, press into the feet to bring yourself upright. Release the hands out to the side. Inhale up. And hands to heart center. Really nice. Releasing the hands to the side. Left hand to left hip. Reaching up with the right hand. Reaching up. Lift. And take a little fold. Feel that stretch down the right side body. Engage core to come up. Bringing right arm down. Inhale. Left arm reaching up. Exhale. Fold. Inhale, sweeping the arm out to the hip. Inhale, other arm up. Lengthen the side body and exhale, fold. Pausing here. Reach that arm a little bit further. Twist the shoulder open a little bit, like you're trying to press both shoulders against the wall behind you. And inhaling up. Other side. Lift and lengthen in the side body. And exhale, fold. Pausing here. Reach the arm. Keep drawing the belly up and in. Draw the shoulder back like you're trying to press both shoulders against the wall. And inhale, coming up. Bringing both arms down to the side. Bringing your feet a little bit wider. Toes pointing forwards. Inhale, lengthen to the spine. And exhale, slide the arm down the leg. Bringing your ear almost down to that shoulder. Inhaling up to center. Exhale, other side, trying to get the ear to the shoulder. Inhaling up. Reaching your arms behind you, interlace fingers, squeeze shoulder blades as you look up, soften the knees, and as you exhale, hinging forwards, coming to a fold. This time, try and keep your legs as straight as you can. Keep trying to lengthen the spine, shift your weight slightly forward onto the balls of the feet, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Then release your hands down to the mat. Bend the knees and start to roll up slowly. Keep your chin tucked to your chest as you roll up. Arms reaching out, reaching up, looking up, and to heart center. Taking a pause here, slide your shoulder blades down and in behind you. Engage that core, bringing your hands to your hips and stepping your feet in. Weight is on the left foot. Come to the right tiptoes, focus on something in front of you and start to just lift that left knee up. You can stay here with hands on hips or bring arms out to the side. Just pausing here for a moment, she says, wobbling. If you come out of it, just come straight back into it. Balancing, using the muscles in the left ankle. And release, other side. Hands to hips. First of all, coming to big toe. And inhale, lift. Staying with hands on hips. Or releasing arms out to the side does make it a little bit trickier. Balancing here, using your core muscles to support that knee. Got a few more seconds here. And exhale, release. Coming to the top of your mat, we're going to do a few rounds of sun salutations just to get everything nicely warmed up. So bring your feet together, squish your feet together, squeeze the ankles, the knees, squeeze the fronts of the inner thighs together. Do your little pelvic tilt, pulling down from your lower back underneath you and pulling belly up and in, arms by the side. As you inhale, lift your arms behind you, palms facing down. As you exhale, coming into your chair pose. Drop the hips, lift your arms. Drop your hips a little more. Look down, can you see your big toes? If you can't see your big toes, you'll need to shift your knees back a tiny bit. Keep reaching the arms up, but shoulders away from ears. And exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, get hands flat either side of your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back, the left foot back, taking a plank. Lower knees, chest and chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Flat feet, pull shoulders away from ears. Tuck toes, press your knees and up to down dog. And then bending one knee at a time. Just pedal the legs out a little. And then coming to your dog, push into your hands, press your chest to your thighs. Lift the hips, then lower the heels. Weights on the left foot, right leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Gaze is towards your left foot, looking behind you. Now lift your head, look forward, and sweep that right foot between your hands, lifting it and moving it as necessary. Step the left foot forward, feet touching, knees touching, nose to knees in your fold.
As you inhale, lift your arms up behind you, palms facing up. Squeeze them up towards the ceiling.
As you exhale, chair pose, dropping those hips, lifting the arms, pulling shoulders away from ears. And exhale, hands to heart center. Arms coming down, lifting up behind you. Exhale, dropping into your chair pose. This time we're going to pause here. Bring your hands to heart center. Hook left elbow to outside of right knee. Press against the knee and try and bring your hands to heart center, twisting to look up. Balancing here. You can stay here or left fingertips to mat, right arm reaching up. Completely your choice, whichever feels better for you. And hands back to heart center. Coming to the other side, right elbow outside left knee. Push against the knee with the elbow. Draw your left shoulder back, looking up towards the ceiling over your left shoulder. Sink those hips deeper. And inhale to center. And forward fold, hands either side of the feet. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, set the left foot back. Lower the left knee, flatten the left foot. Coming up onto your fingertips, or hands to knee, or reaching the arms up. If arms are up, shoulders are down, pulling away from your ears. Look and balance. Nice. Really nice, everyone. Keep pulling those shoulders down, sinking the hips a little bit deeper. And then hands either side of your feet, tuck left toes, stepping back to plank. Chaturanga, hinging at the elbow, lowering to the mat, hovering for 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, up dog, knees are lifted. And rolling over the toes to downward facing dog. Again, pedal the legs out one at a time. Push the heels away. And then weight is on the right foot, left leg lifts up high. Look between your hands, sweep the left foot between your hands, lower the right knee, flatten the right foot. Fingertips to the mat or hands to the knee, or reaching up in your lunge. Reach the arms up, straighten those arms and pull the shoulders away from your ears. Sink your hips a little bit deeper. And then hands either side, tuck right toes, stepping forward to your fold, legs, feet, ankles, knees together. Inhale, arms up behind you. Press up higher, squeeze those triceps. And coming back to chair pose, drop the hips, reach the arms, pull shoulders away from ears. Inhaling up to center. Shift the heels apart, toes are still touching. Inhale, sweeping wide, sweeping up. Exhale, forward fold. Try and get the knees as straight as you can. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stepping one foot, the other foot back to your plank. Right hand under right shoulder as we come into a side plank. Lift the hips. You can stay here, or you can bring the left foot to the inner shin or ankle of the right leg. Balancing here. Focus on something that doesn't move to help you balance. It's a strong pose. Exhale, left hand to the mat. Coming to the other side, side plank. Right arm lifting up. Right foot sliding to the right shin. Looking up at your hand maybe, or gazing straight in front of you. Balancing, breathing. And then right hand, right foot to the mat. Chaturanga. Hug the elbows into your rib cage. Hover for 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Up dog. Rolling over toes. Downward dog. This is your rest pose. So you can pedal the legs one at a time, or you can just stay in a still dog, whatever feels better for your body. Catch your breath. Still your heart rate. This is your rest. Pressing your chest towards your thighs, lowering the heels. Nod your head yes, shake your head no.
Your drishti, your gaze, is between your feet. And your next inhale, lift your head, look towards your hands. Bend the knees, stepping or jumping to the top of your mat, toes touching, heels apart as you lower forward in your fold. Trying to straighten your legs as much as you can. Nose heading towards the knees. Arms sweep out as you reverse swan dive. Arms lift, hands kiss, and heart center. Inhale, sweeping out, lifting up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands in front of your feet, bend the knees and jumping or stepping back to your plank. Pausing in your plank. Hands under shoulders, walk the toes in a bit so you can press the heels away. Squeeze your kneecaps, the fronts of the thighs, squeeze that core. Strong plank pose. And hugging your biceps to your chest, slowly, slowly lowering in your chaturanga, hovering for 3, 2, 1, inhaling up dog. And we'll meet in a downward dog. Weights on the left foot, right leg lifts up high. 3-legged dog. Looking forward, stepping that foot forwards. And lifting up, coming to a warrior 2 pose. Shoulders and hips facing forwards. Arms reach out. Bending that front knee. Check you can see the big toe as you sink deep into your pose. Angling the back heel away from you. Gaze towards the middle finger. Reverse warrior. Left hand creeping down the leg. Also known as dancing warrior because it's quite a good shape. Try not to straighten that front knee. We all do it. Try and keep that nice bend in the knee as you inhale back up. Now here's a tricky one I'm going to throw at you. We're coming into a balance. We're going to try and do a half moon without using a brick because I haven't got one. If you've got one, of course you can use it, but I don't have one. So step the back foot in a tiny bit. Shift your weight to the front foot. Extend your right arm really long. Left hand comes to left hip. Get that belly pulling up and in. Coming forward onto the standing leg. Look forward in front of you to your fingertips. And start to hinge forwards. Coming into a half moon. Maybe fingertips coming to the floor. Maybe using a block. Once you feel secure and your standing leg is quite straight, you can start to open the left shoulder, trying to get both shoulders to that invisible wall behind you. Flex the left foot. Challenge yourself if you want by turning your head to look straight in front of you. And maybe, just maybe, lifting the left hand up towards the ceiling, coming to full half moon pose. It's a strong pose. It's a hard pose. If you've got a yoga block, use it. It makes life 100 times easier. I haven't got one, so. And then bend the standing leg to straighten to come up. Nice. Give your legs a little shake, because that's quite hardcore. And we'll just come straight into a warrior 2 facing the other way. So left leg is in front, right leg behind, heel angled out, shoulders aligned over hips, arms reach out and bending that front knee and maybe lengthening the stride of your legs, looking towards the middle fingers as you sink into the pose. Flip front palm, reverse your warrior. Sliding the right hand down that leg, but keep that front knee nice and bent. Beautiful. Inhale to come up. Step right foot in towards you. Standing on the left leg. I need a bit more space there. So shifting the weight forward. Right hand comes to right hip. Left arm reaching long. Look towards that hand. As you then start to hinge forward. Right leg coming up behind you. Left fingertips coming to the mat. Flex the right foot. Straighten the standing leg. Squeeze that right shoulder open. And maybe turning your head and lifting the right arm up towards the ceiling. Balancing in your half moon. Keep breathing deep, slow, even breaths. Keep straightening that standing leg. And then bringing the right foot down and coming out of it. So much easier with a yoga block. I need to travel with a brick. And coming back to the front of your mat, big toes together, heels apart, fingertips reaching down, pulling shoulders down and away from the ears. Pull belly up and in as arms reach out. Reach up and kiss. Separate the hands as you slowly swan dive to your mat. Inhale halfway, exhale fold. Stepping or jumping back to your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, up dog, meeting in a down dog. Weights on the right foot, left leg lifting up high behind you. Sweeping that left foot forwards. I'm just going to flip around so I can see you all. Sweeping that left foot forwards, coming up into your warrior warrior one legs, I apologize. Train tracks. I'm going to come around this way. Really nice. Bringing your hands to your hips, aligning shoulders over hips, bending that front knee, sinking deep. Arms reaching up, shoulders pull down and away from ears. Nice. Now we're going to come into a warrior three from this pose. To come into it, lift the right heel. You can keep your arms lifting up, or if you feel more comfortable, bring them to your hips, to heart center or out to the side. I find out to the side best, it helps me balance most. And then stepping forward to your left leg, lifting that right heel, coming to your warrior three. Now here, you really want to focus on straightening the standing leg. Really press into the foot to straighten that leg. Press the right heel away from you. We come and have a little look. I find this one of the hardest balances. Really nice. If you've got furniture nearby and you want to touch it with a fingertip, please do that. Anything that's going to help to find your balance. From our warrior three, we're going to come forward to a standing, I can't remember what it's called. My brain is just frozen. Standing splits. So fingertips either side of the left foot. Lift that right leg up high. Straighten that standing leg a little more. Lift that right leg a little higher. Try and bring your nose closer to the knee. Straight standing leg, opposite leg, lifting as high as you can. And breathing here. Balancing here. And then bend the right knee, bring the right foot next to the left foot, and slowly roll up, chin tucked to chest. Arms reaching out, reaching up, and hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms out, looking up, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive to your mat. Inhale halfway, exhale fold, stepping or jumping back to your plank. Chaturanga as you slowly lower. Inhaling up dog, meeting in downward facing dog. Pedaling out your legs one at a time. I need to be facing the other way. On your next inhale, lifting that right leg up high. Looking forward, sweeping it forward, warrior two, warrior one, brain. On the other side, hips and shoulders facing forward. Back heel angled away. Bending front knee, lifting the arms. Drop shoulders away from ears as you sink deep into your pose. Lift the arms, straighten them more. Pull the shoulders down and away from the ears. Breathing here. Sinking a little bit deeper perhaps. And then setting up for your warrior three. So arms wherever feels best for you. Stepping that back foot in, shifting your weight forwards, lifting that left leg, coming to your standing warrior three. Straighten that right leg, pull the left toes towards you, push the heel away from you. Bending here, breathing here. Lengthen the neck, pull the shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale as you come to standing splits, hands either side of right foot. Left leg lifts up high. Lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, pull your nose towards the knee. Keep breathing. Bending left knee, coming to your forward fold.
Reverse swan dive. Hands lift and to heart center. Nice. And the hips. Right, so we're going to come to our other standing balances. We're going to start off with the tree pose. So you can be near a wall, furniture, but give it a go without it first of all, but maybe have it nearby to just reach out and touch if you feel a little bit wobbly. So we'll start on the right foot, choosing your position 1, 2, or 3. I can't look at the screen. It makes me wobble too much. I'm wobbling already. And then bringing hands to, I want to watch you also. I need to hold on to the wall. So make sure that foot's firmly pressed against the thigh as high as it will go if you're coming into full pose. Press into the foot, lift the kneecap, drawing belly up and in. Hands to heart center first, and then growing those branches. You want straight arms. Pull shoulders down and away from ears. Really nice, Ada. Looks really good. Keep reaching the arms up, pulling the shoulders down. Now, we're going to stay here for 30 seconds. Have a little play, closing one eye, or maybe the other eye. Maybe closing both eyes if you're feeling very brave. But really getting a sense of balance in your pose. Keep drawing the belly up and in. Keep pulling the shoulders down and away from ears. Beautiful tree poses, everyone. Really nice. Got about another 5 seconds left. And bringing your hands to heart center. Don't put the foot down yet. Bring the knee forward. Foot is lifted. Hug the knee into the chest. Hugging it in with the left hand. Right hand comes to right hip. Oh, I'm wobbly. I have to hold on to something because I'm watching you all. Bringing that left knee out to the side. Nice, 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 nice. Now you can stay here. If you want to take it that bit further, grab hold of the big toe, extending the leg out, and maybe the opposite arm, reaching out as a counterbalance. Your choice. Ooh. Trying to get that extended leg as long as possible. Get that foot a little bit higher, perhaps. Nice. Got another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But don't put the foot down. Bending the knee, bringing the knee back to center. Give it a hug, lifting it up as high as you can. Now keep that knee lifted and extend the leg out in front of you, hands to hips. Keeping that leg lifted. Flex the foot. Pull the foot towards you. Keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing. And just giving it a shake. Nice, nice, nice. Coming to the other side. So, set your feet wherever is going to feel good for you. I'm going to stay down here because my knee won't bend enough. So really ground the foot. Lift the kneecap, squeeze the front of the thigh. Core really engaged. Hands coming to heart center. And from heart center, growing those branches. Pull the shoulders down and away from the ears. Nice. And then again, we're going to be here for 30 seconds. So have a little play, maybe closing one eye, and then maybe the other, and maybe both eyes. Keep squeezing the standing leg kneecap. Keep drawing the belly up and in. And then slowly bringing the hands to heart center, bringing the knee forwards, taking hold of the knee with the hand, squeezing it up as high as it will go, and then extending out to the side, opposite arm as a counterbalance or touching the wall, and maybe taking hold of the big toe and extending, straightening as much as you can. Try not to lean over to the side because the temptation is to kind of lean to balance, but it's important to keep shoulders over hips. And maybe the opposite arm as a counterbalance. And bending the knee,
bringing it into the center, hugging it up as high as it will go. Gosh, I'm terrible at balancing on this side. And then extending the leg out long in front of you. Pull the toes up, push the heel away. Balancing here. For 5, oops, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. And giving it a shake. Shake it all out. So strong on the old thighs. So let's give those thighs a nice little stretch by coming to our dancer's pose. So you will need a yoga strap, belt, or whatever for this today, because we're going to use it to help get deeper into the pose. So have it hanging so it's kind of like a loop. And just bring your right foot into it. And then bring the right foot up behind you and the strap over your shoulder, but keeping knees together. Now, reaching the left arm long in front of you, hinging forwards and pull on the strap to lift that foot as high up behind you as it will. That's it, Valerie, beautiful. Really nice, Becky. Yes, go you. Let's have a look. Very nice. Nice, Joe. It's a hard balance. That's really beautiful, Valerie. I've got the camera angle on you, Valerie, is amazing. You look really elegant. You look like that photograph we had in the apartment. And then release, coming back to center, release the foot, and we'll swap to the other side. So again, just hooking your foot in the strap, bringing it behind you, knees together, strap coming up over the shoulder. Then reaching the right arm out long, straighten the standing leg, draw your belly muscles up and in as you hinge forwards, reaching up, pulling on the strap to lift that foot up as high as it will go. Balancing here. Straightening that standing leg a little bit more. Reaching the arm forward, lifting the knee a little higher perhaps. And releasing your foot. Give the legs a shake. Put the strap to one side and just kind of give everything a little bit of a shake. Beautiful. Really nice, everybody. Right, coming back to the top of your mat, we're going to bring it down a notch, but we're going to do a quick sun salutation. So toes touching, heels apart, arms reach out and reach up and take a little back bend. Exhale, swan diving to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, stepping or jumping back to your plank. Slow chaturanga, hugging elbows into the rib cage. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, drop the knees. Shift your hips back and take a very brief child's pose just to give your wrists a break. Enjoying a little back stretch. And then pressing into your hands, tucking your toes, lifting up, downward facing dog. Push the hips up, push your chest to your thighs. Shifting your weight onto your toes, shifting forward back to your plank. Drop the knees, drop the chest, coming down to lying on the floor. Now, you can use the strap if you like for this. Where did I put mine? Because we're going to do a similar thing with your feet. So you might want to give it a go. If you want to try and get your leg kind of higher up off the mat. So it's a precursor, the warm-up for a bow pose. So you can try using the strap, or you can try just holding your foot. So holding onto the left foot, either with the strap or holding the foot. Reach the arm out long in front of you, the right arm. On your next inhale, pressing the right hip into the mat, lift the left foot, lift the right arm. Stretching that right arm in front of you, lifting that left knee behind you. And exhale, release. Other side, left arm long, right knee back. So I'm going to use the strap on that leg. Bending the right knee, bringing your strap up and over your shoulder, or just holding on to it, which I can't get myself into the position. And left arm long. As you inhale, lift that right knee, lift that left arm, lift that leg up higher. Keep breathing, don't hold the breath. And exhale, release. Both legs. So, I don't know how you've used the strap for both legs. I guess I'm just going to hold on. Taking hold of the tops of the feet. Push your hips into the mat. Big toes together, knees apart, forehead to the mat. As you inhale, pressing your hips into the mat, lift the legs, lift your head and shoulders and chest. Kicking your feet into your hands in bow pose. Breathing here for 3, for 2, for 1. And release. Hands either side of the chest. Pushing up to your knees. Keep your hands where they are. Hips to heels, extended child's pose. Elbows are lifted. Stretching out the back. Lifting your head, shifting onto your hips and bring your legs out long in front of you. Grab hold of the strap again and wrap it around the balls of your feet. And then you can kind of wrap it around your hands a little bit. And then pull the feet towards you and lengthen your spine. So you're pressing the heels away. Spine is long, shoulders pulling down and away from ears. Keep the length in your spine as you start to pull yourself forward, pulling on the straps. Do not round your back. Keep your back nice and straight. Keep your legs nice and straight, then pause. And then a gentle rock from side to side. And keep pulling on the strap to start to bring your belly, your chest, and your forehead closer to your thighs, to your knees, trying not to round your back. You want to keep your spine as long as you can, pulling on the feet to pull your spine nice and long. Breathing here. Deep breath in. As you exhale, can you fold a little deeper? Deep breath in. And exhale, folding deeper still. Release the grip on the straps. Walk your hands up your legs to bring yourself upright. Bend the knees, feet to the floor, hands either side, and taking a reverse tabletop. I need to move back a bit, that's it. You want your feet under your knees, hands under shoulders, head supported by the neck, and lift those hips, squeeze your butt cheeks. Really push those hips up. I'm going to stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the hips. Hug the knees into the chest. Bring your feet off the mat and hug the knees in. Drop your forehead to your knees in a cosmic egg. Breathing here. Relax your shoulders. And then start to lift the feet, preparing to set up for Navasana. Still hugging your knees. Lift the feet up. Release one arm. Release the other. And we're in Navasana. Pull shoulders down and away from ears. Looking ahead of you, your drishti is in front and slightly up of you. Lift the arms, pull shoulders away from ears. Squeeze that core to keep your balance. Breathing here. And then reaching for those big toes. Extending your legs to our balancing bear, pushing the heel away from you. Balancing on your sits bones. Beautiful. Really nice. Straighten those legs a teeny bit more. Push those heels away from you. And then slowly bringing the legs up together. Keeping the legs as straight as you can. Release your hands. Extended bow pose. And then clasping behind the thighs. Lowering yourself down to your mat. Bring the knees into the chest. Give them a squeeze. A little roll from side to side. And then release your feet to the mat. We're going to come to a shoulder stand before our Shavasana. So
I know you have all done shoulder stand many times before, so you choose how you come into it. Remember, don't turn your head, whatever you do. If you want to take a plow pose, I really recommend once you're in your shoulder stand, once you're up, drop knees to your forehead and push your bottom up more to the ceiling. Tuck your elbows in closer together, then extend your legs. Then flexing the feet, you can bring one foot behind you, tap the floor, and the other, or possibly both. I find plow pose incredibly uncomfortable. My belly and my boobs get in the way. But give it a go. Maybe it'll be good for you. Otherwise, staying in your shoulder stand. And you can bring your legs to a straddle, or you can just work on dropping one leg behind you and then the other. Completely your choice. So just stay here for about another 30 seconds. And then bring your knees towards your forehead. Using your hands as brakes, slowly lower yourself one vertebra at a time. Give the knees a little hug. And then we're going to take our counter pose, fish pose, extending your legs long. Walk your hands underneath your bottom, underneath your butt cheeks, palms facing down. Hug the elbows tightly into the side. Press your bottom onto your hands and into your elbows as you lift your head and shoulders. Arch your back, chest is proud, as the crown of your head comes down behind you. And your drishti, your gaze, is behind you along the floor. Keep pressing into the elbows, keep pressing into the hands. A little arching of the back. Point your toes away from you. Breathing here. To come out of it, press into your elbows, press your bottom onto your hands as you lift your head. Spread the elbows wide as you lower. Bend your knees, bring the soles of the feet to the ground. Release your hands from underneath your bottom. Bring them out to the side. Drop both knees to one side, head turning the other way. Inhale, knees to center. Exhale, knees the other way. Gaze turning the other way. Inhale to center. Hug the knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Take hold of the outer edge of your feet and draw knees to armpits for a happy baby. Rolling from side to side. Massaging your back. And then releasing the feet, stretching your legs out to the corners of the mat, setting up for your Shavasana. If your back's feeling tender, bend your knees, have the knees together, feet mat width apart, arms by your side, chin tucked into the chest to elongate the neck. And relax everything. Relax those shoulders. Take a deep breath in. And long, slow exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. Relax. Breathing at your own pace, equal length breath. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. And then bringing the legs together, point the toes away from you. As you inhale your arms up and over, take a full body stretch. And then drawing one knee into your chest, the other knee into your chest. Give them a hug, a little rock from side to side. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders, touch your nose to your knees. Release head and shoulders, rolling over onto one side, pushing up to your comfortable cross-legged seat, hands at heart center. To the third eye, and namaste, my dears.